wondered when you came out with your tax plan if the tax plan that you had, to be quite honest, it was actually good for Americans who tend to be on the lower end, which can be black and brown people, right, who are in the lower end, because they won't have to pay taxes, right? And
it is good, and it's going to create jobs,
yeah,
which is very important.
People who make less than $25,000, individuals, or couples less than $50,000, zero taxes. Ben Carson said this morning that your plan is a bad one. He said everyone, even the poorest Americans, should pay taxes. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, again, Ben is somebody I've been really getting along with very well. I like him, but this is not his wheelhouse. Jobs is not for Ben. Putting our country back together in terms of jobs and incentives so people work, I've created tens of thousands of jobs. That's what I do, Don. I build these incredible places and this incredible company, but I've employed tens of thousands of people. Right now, I have thousands of people working for me. Ben's strength is not jobs, and which worries me because we have to make new trade deals. China's ripping us, all of these countries, Japan, Mexico, Brazil, every country that we do business with is taking our base, they're taking our jobs. That's not his expertise, and unless we're going to bring our jobs back to these shores, we're never going to make it as a country.
The question is about, you're talking about no more death tax. Is that, should you, someone like you,
well, the death tax, the problem with the death tax, it's a family...
Let me get the question in. Let me get the question in. Someone like you who has so much money, should you be able to leave your entire fortune to your family? Because they say it's un-American. That would create an aristocracy here.
Well, first of all, I'm not. I'm going to give a lot of money to charity and all of that, and many people in my position
But someone wealthy may not do that.
But let me just explain. There have been so many families where they have a business, and it's a business which isn't a lot of cash, and but there's a lot of assets, and it's got to be run in a certain way. These families have been devastated because they've been forced to mortgage up, they've been forced to do all sorts of things, they've been devastated. But maybe almost more importantly than that, it's really a double and even a triple tax. By the time you get to the death tax, it's a double tax. The tax has already been paid. So if you think about, they've been paying taxes over the years, and the tax has already been paid. You can make the case it's been paid twice. So the death tax is something that actually is very, very popular. People like farmers. They have a farm. They make an income. The farmer's worth X dollars, but they don't make that much income. These people are devastated. They're forced to mortgage up on the farm. They end up losing their farm to the banks. The death tax is a very important element because it's very unfair to a lot of people. And again, it's double taxation.
Okay, so what people wonder is how you're going to pay for these tax cuts you propose, because experts, a host of tax experts say the deficit is going to skyrocket by trillions of dollars, by 9 to 10 trillion over a decade if your plan goes into effect. How are you going to pay for the cuts?
Because I have one of the great scalpels in history. Now, it's different from Ben Carson's scalpel. He was an excellent doctor. But I have a scalpel for business. We have costs that are outrageous. I'm going to name over the next couple of weeks, I'm putting out some of the most incredible money that was spent for things that should have cost a few dollars, where they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. The money that we are losing to theft, to incompetence, to everything is tens of billions of dollars. So I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting. For instance, Jeb Bush loves Common Core. I don't. I don't think bureaucrats from Washington should be running education in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and every place else, okay? And we're going to cut out huge sections of, as an example, the Department of Education. Environmental protection. It's disgusting what they've done. They've stopped work, and even a couple of weeks ago, they destroyed a river. They go in, they destroyed the river themselves. They opened up the lock. So here's the thing. There's tremendous cutting that goes with my tax plan that I haven't talked about yet, but that'll be phase 2. So we're going to have a government that's going to be much leaner, much better, much meaner, but it's going to meaner in the sense of it's going to be efficient. But Don, there is so much money that is being wasted. And when you cut the taxes, you're going to create jobs. We're going to take jobs away from China. We're going to take jobs away from Japan, where they're sending us millions of cars. We get nothing for it. One thing very important, I just did this last week. I told my staff I want to go immediately. I want accurate numbers, very important, on the deficits with China, Japan. We lose almost $400 billion a year to China, $75 billion a year to Japan, $50 billion a year to Mexico. Many, many other countries. We lose with everybody. We don't win anymore.